I'm wearing my hot pants on Tuesday,
Yes,
Disco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Look out.
All right.
Well, with summer just weeks away, paramedics are getting ready for what is traditionally their busiest time of year.
Now, bites and stings are particularly common as the weather warms up, of course, but sunburn can also be a worry, not to mention kids getting into the wars at home. So joining us this morning with the latest in first aid tips is Jonathan Cooper from St John Ambulance. Good morning to you.
Good morning, thank you, welcome.
Look at you and all this gear you've brought in. Some first aid kits. They're nothing like the old first aid kits with the band-aids in them.
Yep, they're completely different. But can I just start, because I've actually bought you guys a present with your own first aid kit.
Oh, good.
Which is a medium leisure kit from St John, complimentary.
Oh,
Thank you. That's
so you can take them home,
lovely.
and we'd
Thanks.
like to offer you two free training for you and your families up here if you want to.
Oh,
do a course.
absolutely.
So it's fantastic.
You know what? We've regularly thought of that. So we'll take
it's
you up on
so
that for
easy.
sure.
It's so easy to do, and it's just it's a couple of days, and it's basic. We just book you in, and that's the way you go.
Good stuff. Okay.
We've got kids.
Basically, just on the kits, I've bought a variety of kits here this morning. There's a large, medium, and even this one here is for bites and stings. So we have kits that are actually tailored for summer reasons and bits and pieces. The other thing is there's also marine kits, there's outdoor kits, there's excursion kits. This particular small kit down there is only under $20. You know,
Okay.
it's $19.90 for a basic kit.
Can we whack any of these open and have a bit of a squeeze?
I've got one right here.
Okay.
And
So while we're doing that, what are some of the most common first aid emergencies that, need?
well, I think coming up to summer and around the home, and especially on holidays with children, they're at the beach. So you've got a combination of things: walking on sand, coral, rocks, bites, stings, all those sorts of things. But that can apply in the bush in a camping site as well. You might have a burn or something like that. But every kit really, basically, you always get a first aid booklet in the front part of the kit. But inside the kit here, you've got things like obviously triangular bandages, disposable gloves, normal band-aids, compression bandages. It's really about the early intervention of stemming a wound and stemming a major bleed until professional help gets there with the ambulance. So we're trying to promote that gap. And the best thing about this, and the point of difference, is that because they've changed, as you can see, they're not the hard toolboxes we used to see, they're all soft packs. But all the sale of these kits and training, I must say, is the point of difference for St John Ambulance is it goes back into the organisation and back into the volunteer base, right across the organisation. So,
how important is it for someone to have a first aid kit like this one, like that one, in the car, at home? How important?
it's very important because we all think of first aid, and if something goes wrong, everybody runs to the bathroom, tries to find the band-aid, tries to find everything. And if you've got one of these in an easy place, it could be in a hall cupboard, in a kitchen cupboard, it's there. It's all there to deal with it. And especially with children nowadays, and we've got tailored courses for children up to 12 called Kids First, Kids Safe.
Right.
But they're only a 4-hour course and about $100. So it's nothing it's 4 hours, half a day, and you're done. And that can give you life-saving skills to save a child. And that's just the thing we're trying to say is it's for babysitters, grandparents now, not just the mum and dad, because a lot of people are busy at work and they've got grandparents looking after it. So it is important to have one wherever you need to go. Outdoors, if you're camping, there's outdoor kits. And if you jump on our website, there's a whole lot of kits that are there available. Also a marine kit, and I just have to say this, the marine kits are a classic because they're designed to float. So if the boat sinks, you've still got a first aid kit floating
Sort of
near you.
band-aid floating up the top.
Absolutely.
Okay,
It's
so
fantastic.
we're sitting at home wondering what are the essential things that we need in a first aid kit. We've actually got a list of things here. If you could take us through what, if we're going to have anything, what do we need to have?
Well, real bandages and gauze pads are an ideal. Tweezers, because if you have to get something out of a foreign object out of somewhere that's stuck in. Gloves are a big thing these days because of infection control, and that's a big thing. If you've been out in the garden and you're helping a child and you've got anything chemically on your fingers, it could be quite bad. And also just dressing strips, like big band-aids to fix those sorts of things. But the important thing is to call 000. If it's that bad, call 000 straight away and get onto it.
Early intervention can
Early intervention
make a
is the way to
difference,
go,
can't it?
yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Now, speaking of, there's band-aids and there's others. And then there's this little puppy down here. This is high-tech, new age.
Yes, absolutely. This is called an AED, which is Automated External Defibrillator.
Right.
Now, I just have to mention that the old, the ER days and the old movies of the paddles and
This
the
is the
gel
clear-
and the clear
oh,
pump,
yep.
all that's now compressed to basically a laptop computer size.
Wow.
Now, these are just under $3,000 available through St John. And I'll just show you a little bit here with the demo. Basically, these can be used by anybody. You don't
have to be a doctor or a paramedic to use that?
No, not at all. You can go and do a 2 or 3 hour training course. This can be in the workplace, it can be on the wall, like an airport. They're running them out. Airports, last week we put one in a cemetery, a funeral home, which was...
Bit late.
but with the fact that people...
grieving family.
I beg your pardon.
So for the people at funerals that are collapsing, it was quite... So they met the criteria to have one. But I'll just lift this up, and what it shows you here is it's got pads in here which are in a package, and they go into the patient, and it'll talk in 1 second. And what it does, it talks you through a whole automated process.
Tear open package and remove pads.
So it's telling you that, and then what it does is...
Tear open package and remove pads.
I might shut him off
Yeah,
now.
because, until you do that, it's
and that just takes, so once you've done that...
Once the pads are right, it'll tell you where to put them on the body.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You can stand clear. If the patient is in an arrest state with a VF arrest or an AF arrest, it will assess the rhythm of the heart, and then it will tell you we're going to shock the patient, stand 2 metres back, stand clear.
Does it say clear? Yeah.
And it's a shocking patient in 3 seconds, and it goes zoom.
Wow.
And the difference that could make?
Oh, early intervention is proven right across the world. These are saving lives. This has saved dozens of lives across the world. And I know for a fact in airports in Australia we've saved 3 to 4 lives already because someone, a security guard, grabbed it off the wall as a public access defibrillator, which is part of our project right across the country. And early intervention happened. People are waking up, having this done, getting their heart back to a normal sinus rhythm and are waking up in 30 to 40 seconds after being shocked.
That's amazing.
And then the ambulance arrive and say, no, that can't be right. And all the data is in here to prove that they're having a heart attack.
And I know at $3,000, not every family can afford that, but like you say, with the workplace, terrific idea.
It's massive in the workplace. And also people are applying with high... There's a moth just went past.
Yes, that's my
problem
pet.
here.
And in the workplace, especially if you've got a high risk, like older people, like the funeral home, the cemetery, the statistics, they had 100,000 people through a year, 10,000, and we had to put one in for them.
That is incredible. Can we borrow that? Because Kylie reckons I die every morning on this show.
All right.
No, thank you very much. It's amazing stuff. And you can start with the basics, work your way right up to that and save a life. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to
Thanks,
see you.
Jonathan. Thank you for
Thanks,
the
Kylie.
prezi.
Not a problem.
Lovely, thank you. If you'd like to know more about first aid courses and equipment, links to St John Ambulance are on our website. Head to yahoo7.com.au/morning.
Thanks very much. Ahead on the show, has the world finally come to its senses? We'll find out about the